I'm at a loss for words right now. 10 years of setup for this very special moment. Guys, tonight I'm gonna be seeing my most anticipated movie of the year, Avengers Infinity War. I'm so ready for this movie. I'm going to a sold out IMAX 3D showing. Never been to a sold out IMAX movie because the tickets are so expensive. They usually never sell out, but for a movie as big as Avengers, it has to be sold out. I'm so damn excited. I'm wearing my Avengers Age of Ultron t-shirt. It's unbelievable. 10 years of setup for this very moment. I can't believe I saw Iron Man in theaters when I was in kindergarten back in 2008. It's just crazy to even think about it. 19 movies, 10 years, just for this very moment. Well, 18 movies actually, 19 including this one. I'm sweating. I'm biting my nails, just thinking of what is gonna go down tonight. I've stayed away from spoilers, so I'm so ready for this movie. So let's head to the theater.
Yeah, definitely.
Fans be in front of the crowds. We love it here.
A big story this year will be.
Wow, that's gonna scar me for a while. Honestly, I just need time to process this. I really do need a rewatch on this. I'm conflicted right now. I didn't cry, but I mean, it just, you know, in the movie, there's at one point where you're having fun, and then the next point where you're just in shock on what's happening. And I'm not gonna lie, I almost did cry, and it really put me in a really deep depression, I guess you could say. I mean, it's a depressing movie. That's as far as I could possibly go with this. I'm not gonna go full in depth when I do the review for this movie because I just think this is something that you need to see yourself to kind of believe it's those type of movies. So yeah, I guess I'll kind of tell you more of my thoughts when I get home.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. I hope they remember you.
Alright guys, so like I promised you guys, you know, I had to do the voiceover reviews because I was moving, and I just got to the new house a few days ago, and I finished setting up the room where I'm gonna start filming all my videos. This is not actually my actual bedroom. Like, my actual bedroom is upstairs. This is just gonna be like a studio room where I'm gonna record my reviews. I have all my Blu-rays stored up here, of course the Marvel section right there. I got a TV, you know, my laptop. And of course, to top it all, the background for my videos from now on, my posters. Of course, we got the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 IMAX poster, you know, Ready Player One, Spider-Man Homecoming, which I think is my favorite poster. I got it when I saw it in Cinemark XD. The Doctor Strange IMAX poster, you know, like Batman, you know, all these posters, Star Wars, whatever. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys, I wanted to show you real quick. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do this review without editing it. I'm just gonna straight up tell you my thoughts of my most anticipated movie, Avengers Infinity War. Being the Marvel fan I am, I saw this movie 2 nights in a row. Of course, Thursday night in IMAX 3D, which I'll let you guys know how you guys should see this movie, if you guys should see it in IMAX. And then I saw it in standard as well the second night with my friends. So basically, Avengers Infinity War, this review is spoiler free, don't worry, I won't give anything away. Basically, to keep everything simple, without spoilers, we have Thanos, the biggest Marvel baddie in the Marvel universe. He has this like thing where he thinks that in order to keep the world balanced, you gotta wipe out half of humanity, and he realizes that if he gets all the Infinity Stones together, he could wipe out half of humanity and of course keep the Earth balanced. And the Avengers, of course, are trying to stop him because this is obviously not good. Thanos, he is played by Josh Brolin, which I thought he was fantastic for the role, and he's fantastic in this movie. I can't wait to see what he does with Cable and Deadpool 2. But we're talking about Avengers Infinity War, so Thanos, he was a really good villain. I would even say best MCU villain, beating out Killmonger, who was recently the best Marvel villain in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I could see the comparisons between Killmonger and Thanos. Of course, one's more powerful than the other, but they both have motivations, like solid reasons to do what they're doing. And basically, but what I could say about Killmonger and Thanos, they're both villains where they think that they're doing the right thing, and of course they're not, or people think that they don't, but they think that they're doing the right thing. So those are usually the best type of villains, because it usually has more time to kind of develop these characters. And Thanos, this is basically his own movie. He has a lot of backstory to this movie, of course, with Gamora, which if you don't know by now, of course, Gamora is basically Thanos's adopted daughter, and they really show that in this movie. They really do have that kind of relationship kind of with them. And you know, the Avengers, of course, almost everyone's in this movie. A few characters that are not in this movie, I'm not gonna say who, because I don't want to be the one telling you the news. I just rather let the movie tell you who's not in this movie. But for the most part, everyone's in this movie. Of course, Iron Man, Captain America, Vision, Scarlet Witch, my new favorite MCU character, Spider-Man, who I thought that Tom Holland did a really great job playing it, and I thought his iron suit, the Spider-Man iron suit, looked really good on him. The suit itself looked really good. Doctor Strange is another one of my new favorite characters. I thought his movie was good. I know I'd give it like an A when I watched it, but right now, after thinking about it, it's like a B+. But he was really useful to this movie. He was a very useful character. I liked him in this movie a lot more than I liked him in his solo movie. And another one of my new favorite characters, of course, he just had his solo movie, which I absolutely loved, Thor Ragnarok. I thought Thor, I wasn't a big fan of the first 2 Thor movies. I just didn't think that they established his character well, but they really established his character really good in Thor Ragnarok. And of course, they really do him justice in this movie as well. And the Guardians of the Galaxy, of course, my favorite Marvel group, Rocket, Groot was actually pretty funny in this movie. He was really good. Of course, Gamora, Star-Lord, Drax, who was also funny in this movie. Mantis was pretty good in this movie. Let's see, who else? Oh, Black Order. That's right. Of course, the Black Order, I thought they were really good in this movie, and they had a good point to be in this movie, because they're basically kind of helping Thanos kind of get these Infinity Stones, and they were useful to Thanos, and they were useful to the story as well. My favorite one being Ebony Maw, who of course Tony Stark calls him Squidward, which I thought was absolutely hilarious. And I thought the writing in this movie was really damn good. The fact that they had to get many writers, of course, now I think the directors, Joe and Anthony Russo, also wrote this movie. I know for a fact that James Gunn wrote this movie, or I know that he produced the movie, but he, from what I've heard, the parts that the Guardians of the Galaxy were in this movie, James Gunn wrote, which makes sense because the humor that the Guardians of the Galaxy have in this movie, it's all James Gunn. You could easily tell. And I thought they were all great in this movie. Now, really my complaint with this movie, at least the first time when I saw it, I felt like there was a little too much going on because, of course, this movie is... They split these characters into like 3 different groups, and they just kept on going back and forth, which kind of bothered me at first, but then after watching it a second time, it didn't bother me at all. So basically, I guess you could say that that was a flaw for me the first time around, but the scene at the second time, it's not even a flaw no more. It was just kind of a pet peeve that I had the first time around, but I didn't really mind the second time around. The visual effects, they're really good in this movie. Of course, that fight scene in Wakanda, which I thought was amazing, and also the fight scene on Titan, which is one of the planets where one of the groups lands in. I thought they were really good. They were really well put together. You know, what I'm trying to say though is that this movie, of course, it's a fantastic movie. I think that Marvel actually had the balls to kill off characters, and you know, they were raising the stakes, which I think is something that Marvel was kind of missing, because I felt like Marvel didn't really have the balls to kill any of the characters off. And of course with Infinity War, they obviously did. Of course not saying who, but just the way they did it was really emotional. Of course, when I walked out of the movie, I kind of told you guys my small reaction, what I thought about the movie. I was obviously very sad and actually kind of depressed. I couldn't sleep till like 1 a.m. in the morning just because of how sad that ending really had me. I went to school the next day and I was just really, I was really mad and I was sad. So it really did have a very emotional impact on me. So, you know, there's not much else to be said that hasn't been said about this fantastic movie. I loved Avengers Infinity War. I mean, the first time I saw it, I only had that problem, but seeing it a second time, that problem is not there no more. So for that, this movie is kind of flawless for me. It's my favorite MCU movie, maybe even my favorite movie right now. Avengers Infinity War, it's getting my highest rating, which is, I can't remember the name of it, just because there's so much interfering with my brain right now about this movie. But basically, just to keep it short, I'm gonna give Avengers Infinity War an A+. Also, definitely do see this movie in IMAX 3D. This movie was filmed with IMAX cameras, so the whole movie is opened up to the full aspect ratio, just filling the whole IMAX screen. And I know they're doing IMAX 2D and IMAX 3D showings for this movie. I saw it in IMAX 3D. I thought the 3D was actually really good, especially in the action scenes. There's a lot of things that really do come at you. The depth is really good as well. So if you guys can, see this movie in IMAX 3D. If you guys can't do 3D, then IMAX 2D would still be pretty good. As long as you see it in IMAX, you guys are going to be fine. You know, you guys could obviously see it in standard if you guys just want to, but it just, you know, from someone who's seen it both in IMAX and in standard, I'm going to recommend you guys to IMAX just because it was filmed with IMAX cameras and you could see everything. It's going to put you into the movie. It's going to put you in the atmosphere of this movie. I just thought that, you know, personally, I recommend the IMAX version of this movie. I was about to ask if you guys seen this movie, what did you guys think about it, but I know you guys saw this movie, so just tell me what you thought about it. I want to talk with you guys about this movie. Of course, spoiler free for those who haven't seen it yet. I would love to talk about or discuss with you guys about this movie, because this movie is just one of those movies that you could just get out and just talk for like an hour straight. You know, I'm absolutely excited, of course, for Avengers 4 next year. We gotta wait one more year, but that's fine as long as it pays off. It's all gonna be good. So yeah, for the most part, I know a lot of you guys have seen this movie, so what did you guys think about it? Tell me in the comment section down below. I also had a lot of fun making the actual movie day for this. Of course, I put the Marvel theme song over the movie day, so I had a lot of fun making that as well. So yeah, yeah, what you guys think about this movie? As always, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.